everybody, happy Saturday and welcome to today's daily collective reading where we've been focusing on the third eye chakra on Saturdays, which is how we connect and see from a higher perspective. We see from our higher spiritual selves rather than from the human fight or flight reactive sight. So we get clarity when we connect higher. So we're going to pull a card here in a moment from The Universe Has Your Back, maybe a couple cards, since they're kind of small on their messages. So I feel like there's going to be a couple messages here for us today. But before we do that, I do want to always invite the Creator to be here with us. We know you already are, but it's always nice to be invited. So we are inviting you. We're thanking you for being here with us. And also we are so grateful for the unconditional love that you have for us. I mean, it's who we are. It's what we're made out of. And we're so grateful that there's not one thing we can do to lose that connection with you. We also invite all of our angels and guardian angels and spirit guides and ancestors and loved ones who've gone to the other side and any other of those magical beings of unconditional love and light. We invite you to be here and we thank you for being here with us. All right, so let's see what messages we have. The universe does have your back, that is for sure. The Creator is always watching out for us, always with us. One of the old hymns when I used to attend the Christian church was a song about his eyes on the sparrow. So he watches over the sparrows. He definitely watches over you. So I love that. And that came into my head, so I thought I would share that. All right. Creator, what would you like us to know about seeing higher this beautiful Saturday? What will help us see higher today? I think there's going to be at least two. Okay. So it says there, my capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. And I love this. Yesterday we, of course, focused on the throat chakra, which is all about, having this energy of love, expressing that through our words when we're ready to speak up, and then compassion when we need to forgive, the power I need when I am lost. And I love, so, when we're lost, we want a compass or we want a navigation system like on our phone or our car or a vehicle to, guide us, to get us back from feeling lost. And what I love is that, the Creator is telling us that when we feel we're lost and we feel we need guidance, that there is this energy of love that we connect to, which will give us all the information that we need. That higher viewpoint, the eye in the sky, the Creator, and all of our invisible posse, they completely understand how everything is, right? They see everything that's on the road in front of us, and so they'll guide us and go, oh, or even if you're in one of those cornfield mazes or whatever, or those hedge mazes and you don't know where to go, if someone has a higher viewpoint looking down, then they can tell you, oh, yeah, you're very close. Just backtrack once and take a left instead of a right, and you're right on course. It's that easy if we just shut up and listen to our higher self, to that higher connection that we have with the Creator and the angels and our loved ones. When we connect to unconditional love and focus on, the unconditional love, peace, joy, and laughter, that's when we can hear the whispers of unconditional love. That's the language that the other side speaks to us, right? But if we're too caught up in the moment with all the noise, then it's hard to hear that. So I love it's perfect for our guidance on how we can connect to a higher viewpoint, is focus on that energy of love. I choose love no matter what. So love, love, love. I mean, that is what activates everything within us too. What I love about the third eye is it's one of the most popular ones because everyone's that's where you get your psychic abilities and all the woo-woo stuff, which that's how we notice it a lot on this earth. But all that energy, all the electricity, I guess you could say, that activates all of our spiritual gifts and allows us to see it more, is that energy of unconditional love. That's the magic, that's the electricity, that's what powers it all, which is wonderful, because when we start to focus on the darkness of this life, the fear-based stuff, that's when we don't get information. That's when you're not able to tap into other people's emotions, tap into other people's lives and information that you can more clearly access when you have that clear connection through unconditional love. The noise levels down to where you hear it clearly. But if you are still moving in a lot of fear, there's a lot of static, and that's when some people go, well, how can this person that I go to for readings, sometimes they're right on and sometimes they're way, way off. And it's like, well, it depends on what frequency they're in and how clear they're at in the moment. It could be something has triggered them and they're not listening clearly in the moment because maybe the situation that the person that's receiving the reading going through sparked memories and emotional reactions in the reader, because they got sucked into that instead of being able to stay outside of it. Everyone's human, everyone has triggers, so sometimes that can happen. But others, sometimes they do have a very spiritual gift, but they are still moving so much in fear that they hear every other word, and so they put together every other word, and they got half the message and they gave half the message, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, right? So for some reason they wanted me to give you clarity on that, but just know, the more you focus on unconditional love and allow that love energy to fill you up, the more all of your spiritual soul gifts expand and just become stronger, and it activates more and more things. It's almost like all these movies these days about mutants, when they're young, they have a little bit of the power, but as they grow them, it just expands their abilities. That's kind of how all of that works as well in the spiritual world, because we become more aware of who we are, and we get that clearer connection. So as you go through this wonderful Saturday, choose love, 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 no matter what, because you can. Every moment is a choice between unconditional love and the fear of losing a conditional love. And you have the power to choose. And regardless, every second of today, you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. No matter what you choose, you are always loved. And I always love you too. So you have a fantastic Saturday, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. You take care.